now I'm live. And what I want to say is remember, everyone, be sure to have some whiskey before you have your whiskey. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. Yeah, I remember, don't worry. I hope you are all well. This is a random ass stream, as they are, generally. But I used to go live at this time regularly for many moons. Today, in our glass, for the moment, is Elijah Craig. This is a store pick from a local liquor store that I used to frequent until I got over 100 bottles in my own apartment. So I don't need to go to a liquor store anymore. Unless there's something very, very specific that I would like to get, and that doesn't happen often these days. First, I have to say hello to people who are here. High five, hello. Sugar Kitty, hello. How you doing? Slapshot, hey, cheers. And Zenbu, Water Wednesday, good choice. Water is always a good choice. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because they're wrong. But tonight, this evening, hey, I will be trying this thing. Look at that Alliance Series Crowded Barrel. It's just called MGP Ingredients. Is it gonna focus? Probably not. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it 1,000 times, do it. 3,000 times. 5,000 times. 10,000 times. We are now in the microcosm. And it's blind as a bat. Whatever that means. Doesn't work. Wish it would. It never does. Well, sometimes it does. What I can tell you is this is bottle number 1 of 356. So I have the first one that they bottled. Does that mean anything? No. Do I like that? Yes. Master Distiller, unknown. Woo! This is 110 proof. It is a light whiskey distilled in Indiana from 99% corn and 1% malt barley, aged in used oak for 15 years and 2 months. I have no idea what this is going to be like. Like, the color's pretty good if you just look at it. But as far as what it should be, I hope it just tastes good. That's it. That's all I want. Oh, did that not go through? Did that not go through? There you go. That was supposed to go through and it didn't. But for the moment, I am just getting my palate prepared for possibly perfect pint? No, that doesn't sound right. I couldn't think of another P word that was whiskey oriented. This smells lovely. This, I do remember the Cappies has a weird must note. The Cappies Elijah Craig pick has a weird must note I don't like. I don't even know if I did a video on this one. I probably didn't. Potations, yes. Pour. Why didn't I think pour? Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Nail it. Yeah, something not quite right. As I should say when I start a stream, be sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because I have no idea what I'm doing, and you're along for the ride if you do that. Also, I have a Patreon, there's merch. Do it. I think there's still a discount for merch, but I don't remember. I think I stopped that on the 7th. But I don't remember. But how are you? Are you well? I hope so. I am busy, and I don't like that. Not at all. Even today. What did I do today? Oh, first of all, mental illness. That's me. Hi. And I have to remind people of that just because I'm about to say things and people are going to go, so what? technically. My nose. But things like doing anything, it doesn't work very well for me. Specifically, I'm thinking of what feels like a lot today, and for me it is I woke up, that's the hard part, believe it or not. Woke up and got out of bed. That's the hard part. And then had breakfast with my mother. That was nice. A little noisy and made me a little twitchy. Then what did I do after that? What did I do after that? Then I went home. Then I got a haircut. Then I got some coffee. And then I went... No, wait. No, I did. Okay, then I got coffee. Then I went to the grocery store. And then I came home. And then I think I started setting up this stream. And I played some games for a little bit. Oh, I took a shower and shaved and all that too. That is a full day for me and doing this. And I had to think of a reason to do a stream. And of course, part of that reasoning is there are a lot of bottles in here. If you haven't noticed, and a lot of them over in this vicinity are unopened. This one is one I want, I want to have a review of some sort, but knowing what it is. I mean, this is one out of what, three? What did I say? 356. So if one person bought these, hold on, words. Thinking. 356 people could have gotten just one bottle. That's it. So that makes it super ultra rare as far as whiskey standards go. That's it. 1 of 356. And I have the first one, which makes it even more rare, I think. OS, hello. Welcome to this. Oh, and also if you'd like to... What's the Madigger to the thing? Endorse? That's not the right word. I want to say donate, but it's the wrong word too, because it's not tax deductible. Oh man, we already got the bots. Love it. Look at them. Look at how fast they are. Oh. I forgot I can do that. See, that shows how often I have to moderate my own channel, and thank you for the moderators who are on top of that. But I should also be on top of that. So when I see that, I should also do something. Like the options I have here are report. I could also report them. I should do that. Report, remove, put the user in timeout. And I think only moderators can only put them in timeout because they've been bad. But I can just get rid of them. Report, spam, porn. Say it's porn. YouTube's very, very likely to do something. Like pornography. Yeah. Oh no, not in our website, where that's not a thing at all. Oh my god. We find blah 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 blah. Thank you. Help enable fun. Oh yeah. We're all here to help each other enable fun. And if I say it like that, it sounds really weird. Does it? I don't know, Sugar Kitty. I don't know what I'm doing. I think that's perfectly clear. At the least they got will help you, except they did the you. But they had the comma. That's important. Tired of being alone, kind of. I'm alone right now, believe it or not. Yeah. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth connection. Screw you, YouTube. Oh, I also supposed to... There's so many things I'm supposed to, like, do when I do a stream. This shows you what a professional I am. What are you drinking? If anything. As I have said on my streams and in some of my videos, I have taken a step back from participating in WhiskeyTube stuff and drinking as much. Still drink. It's not in the same way I did, and not online, because I found it was far too easy to drink a little more, and unfortunately a lot of WhiskeyTube people end up streaming late at night for me. And there was one thing I found out, which should not be a surprise to you, to anyone, is if you drink alcohol before you go to bed, you're not going to sleep very well. I know, huge surprise. And what's disturbing is how long it stays in your system when you're asleep. Even last night I had one drink, 1 2-ounce pour, the Eagle Rare. So it was a 45% bourbon. I had 2 ounces of it, and that's it's a good pour to me. And I finished up about 1, I think. Went to sleep later, like 2. Still in my system for at least 3 hours. It was nuts. And I could tell because of the way my sleep thing looked. It's weird. You know what? This is not supposed to be over here. Don't mind me. I'm realizing the chat is in the wrong spot because I keep doing this and having to look far away. There we go. Ooh. Yingling? Yingling? Yingling. I know what that is, don't I? It's really cheap beer, I think. I might be thinking of something else. I almost bought beer today, but I didn't because it's freaking hot out. Also, hydrate. Drink some water, people. Do what Zenbu's doing and drink water. Because, oh my gosh, is it hot out. Uncomfortably hot out today. And that's only, for me, it was, what, 30 degrees Celsius. So that means it was close to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, at least. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Yeah, it's 27 Celsius right now. It's warm. I still got shit done. I'm a professional. I gotta drink this faster. Time tends to fly by when I'm doing these streams. Oh, also, Whiskey Mountains is going live after this at 8. It is the first Wednesday of the month, which is when she does the streams. I don't know when I'm doing this. Also, make sure you check her channel out after this. I believe she's doing Taste the Rainbow. I don't know what that is. And hopefully, she will be receiving something from me and my channel, and also someone I know. Another doctor, actually, who has a doctorate. And samples. She would love the samples. There's some good samples there. I forget what they are, of course. And a reminder to all of you who are here, there will be more giveaways, don't worry. I know everyone's here for that. And I know I did a bunch of hand delivery stuff earlier this week. Heat was not nearly as hot as I expected. Tomorrow we were supposed to be getting up to 95 with a heat advisory. We have a heat advisory right now. That's why I'm pointing it out. Yingling, that's right. I know Yingling. I don't know why I call it Yingling. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. I'm having the weirdest thing today. I ate food an hour ago. So 6. I'm still hungry. I don't like that. I should not still be hungry after eating an hour ago. But if you know me in person, which most of you don't, I have a habit of eating twice a day. And my body's probably not a fan of that. It's like, what are you doing? You had breakfast. It's now 5 o'clock. What do you do? That was at what, 9? 9:45? 10:30? 10:30. So, how do I live? How do I live? This is growing on me. There's still weird something. I can't even describe with words what I'm getting out of this. Because for whatever reason, I equate it with something not nice, and I can only say it's a little musty. And that doesn't even feel right. I'm going to assume it's a barrel thing. And again, this is a pick Elijah Craig, not your usual Elijah Craig, so it's a little different. I was going to say, Sugar Kitty, you can just send him some. And then I'm going, I don't know how well beer would travel in any way if it was hand-delivered in that way. But yeah, he was from the area. Did Nick live in Rhode Island? I'm so bad at remembering stuff. I feel like Nick was from Rhode Island, or at least lived near Rhode Island or something. Which is why he knows about that stuff. I used to think it was a Yingling or something else. I can't remember. I don't pay attention to beer. Except for a very few amount of breweries that are in the area. Which is what I was talking about earlier when I was getting my haircut, because haircut conversations are weird. But we talk about the breweries in the area, and there are quite a few. I was going to mention usually I go to the vineyards, because vineyards, because they're really nice. At least around here. You can always see the water, almost. Like, oh, here we are, the vineyard, and there's the water. Also, before I forget again, yes, I know Adriana is not from New England-ish area, but I have a feeling Nick was, or something like that. He's from the New England area originally, but I'm not sure because my brain doesn't retain information very well. Anniversary dinner on Monday. Bunahaven Palo Cortado. I don't know what that is. I know what Bunahaven is because I can say that word without hurting myself. Sounds interesting. I haven't had too many Bunahavens. I think I've had the regular one that's their normal release. Don't remember if I liked it. Oh, special news. Look what I have. I know you're looking at this and going, well, it's just a Loch Lomond. It's like, well, it's not just any Loch Lomond. This is a single barrel pick. 10 years old. See how well this is going to work. Probably not at all. Hey, what do you know? First fill bourbon, 10 years. 54.9%. One of 250 bottles. I did it again. And I got this because someone gave me a tip about it. His name might be Roy. You may have heard of him. But he's the one who helped pick this, I believe. I don't know all the details. I just know I heard about it and went, yes, I will have that. Thank you. Was it expensive? Absolutely. Not because of the bottle. The bottle was, expensive, but the shipping was almost as much, or if not more, than the actual bottle itself because it came from Scotland. So there's that. And I'm very looking forward to it. I don't even know if I like Loch Lomond. Loch Lomond, I have to say it like that. But I'm excited about it. We'll say that. But tonight, this evening, as I was saying, is this little dandy little thing. Look at this. Look how small it is. Look. Feels like it's 16 ounces. And I don't even know how many... It's a light whiskey, too, which, again, I don't have... I'm not sure if I have any light whiskeys, honestly. I mean, other than this. Because I know the specifications of light whiskey are something else. But I don't remember what. So that's fun for me. Stop. Ow. So warm. When you take a gulp like that. But I think my palate is finally ready to actually have this whiskey. It's only taken me 20 minutes to get past the first drink, because of course it is. I don't drink very fast, if you'll note. And with good reason. Oh, they do own Glen Scotia. Highlands, but with grain notes you won't like. Well. We'll see. Here's the thing. If you saw the video I made about how I have too much whiskey, I do! I cannot possibly drink everything I have. If I were to have one drink every day for the rest of my life, I would not finish. Ever. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Zenboot. If you want, you don't have to. I can go in completely blind. Yeah. Like most people I know, like even people who could afford that, were like, that's a lot. And I went, yeah, it is. But, I guess I'm getting it anyway. Again, I don't usually buy special picks from over on the other side of the pond. It's rare. Mostly I find myself purchasing It's Bourbon Night picks, and really that's it. It's like It's Bourbon Night and Loch Lomond. I don't have access to any other things. Like any other whiskey tuber who does picks, I can't afford much on Patreon, so I don't have access to it. I thought about doing a comparison video of some sort. I think ADHD Whiskey does picks. I think it's Mash and Journey. They do picks. Who else? Plenty of people. Whiskey Central does. Or at least they've done one, and I have a bottle of that because it was given to me. What, a year ago? I really need to open this sometime. Cliff, whoa! Boarded a flight home at DFW. Having to switch off shortly. Free upgrades. So, oh, there you go. Woodford Reserve. Yeah, the flight, man. I usually get Wild Turkey 101 because that's the only thing that I can do like that one. Regional, not a market. Cliff, enjoy your flight. Stay safe. Hope you come back soon. Things are in the works once again. Wow, I can't speak. Trev and Shelf Turds have gotten together and have done a couple with more on the way. Where's my invite, people? It's a joke. Kind of. I would like to do a pick, but I don't know how I'd be involved with that, and I know I wouldn't be comfortable being involved in it. Because your opinion and your taste palette is kind of just yours, except it's a group thing, I believe. Again, I have never done a pick. But from what I understand, it's more of a group thing than someone going, I'm going to get this one, unless you have lots and lots and lots of money. We'll see. Again, another thing I wanted to do at some point is not compare, but at least try a lot of WhiskeyTube picks, but I don't have access to that, like I said. Other than It's Bourbon Night. I've gotten plenty of It's Bourbon Night picks, and I know they have stuff coming up that I really want. Unfortunately, because I can't be stopped purchasing stuff. Whiskey in particular, it's a problem. But when they start dropping names like Four Roses, I get pretty twitchy really fast. There was another one. I don't remember what it was, but they said Four Roses was one they might be getting soon. Don't tell anyone. Unless they're going to buy me a bottle, then tell them. I'm going to get one no matter what. I need something to open this with. Doesn't work. Maybe. Whiskey Central is too busy trying to get to another continent for her to do anything. And junkies, I just don't pay attention to the junkies because they are too large. They have a ginormous fan base, and it's not me. I don't do that. But I would happily try one of their picks. That's it. I'm not on the junkies' radar, and they're not really on mine. Nothing against them. I have actually talked to one of them last year at the Bastards Ball for all of like a minute. And they were at the special event I went to as well, but I wasn't talking to them either because I was talking to some other people, I suppose. Ugh. Son of a bitch. I almost have this. No, of course. I've made this bottle worth nothing now. Wouldn't it be weird if bottles I had were actually worth money? That'd be so weird. And I'm talking like secondary market prices. That'd be weird. When they do picks, it's all up to the person or people running it. Some don't even have the outside people helping. It's just a matter of expressing your opinion. Yeah, that's what I mean. When I think of a barrel pick, I think of you go to the distillery. They have, again, it's a number of barrels. So it's not like you get to pick which barrel by going through the entire warehouse and going, that one. It's more they give you a lineup of 2 to 3 barrels or 3 to 4 barrels or whatever it is, and they'll let you sample a few of them, and then you pick which one you like best. That's why it's called pick. It's like, that one. Out of these 4, I like that one the best. Again, I don't know. I've never done one, but I like them. I like the fact that it's a process. That's it. Alright, here we go. Again, Crowded Barrel, Alliance Release, MGP Ingredients is all. That's what it's called. Unknown Distiller, bottle 1 of 356, and it is 110 proof, which is 55%. Yes. 99% corn, 1% barley. Weird one. But the real part that's getting me with this is the aged in used oak for 15 years and 2 months. 15 years and 2 months. What the hell? That's a long time for any kind of bourbon-esque type whiskey. Again, Indiana, so MGP. We'll see. These tiny tops make me very nervous. For no reason. Just. Now I will go off screen and pour this into a thing. Oop. I'm measuring my pour. I took a page from Whiskey Mountains because, again, I don't drink that often anymore. I need to be careful with how... I need to know how much is in the glass. Officially, not like guesstimating. This is about 2 ounces. I usually pour a little less so I can feel like it's 1 1/4, 1 3/4. Each one runs it differently. The programs are all different. Some literally do let people go out in the warehouse and thieve. That's what I like. That's the thing I want to do. That's the thing that sounds like the most fun, is where... There's got to be a better way to do it, of course, but I like the concept of going into the warehouse and going, let's try this one, or something like that. Again, I know a lot of people have an idea of where some of the best picks are. Specifically, I'm thinking of, Blanton's and Buffalo Trace type stuff. They have their little secret stash area, which isn't so secret. Stores get samples sent to them and don't even get to the distillery, and whoever claims the barrel first gets it. Well, it's a weird system, isn't it? Here we go. We have our MGP ingredients. It is lighter than I expected. Only a little. There we go. I'm amazed that focused. As you can see, it's almost the same color as the Elijah Craig I was holding. That doesn't look like 15 years, but this is a light whiskey. So I'm going to equate that to being a lighter color. That makes sense, right? Let's go in for the nose, shall we? Cheers, everyone. I'm not going to take a sip, but Whoa! That was almost a fake cherry note. Almost cough drop. Also very, like, black marker. So what's that note? What is that black marker smell? What is that called? I want to say ethanol. That's not quite right. I smelled this and I instantly thought like I was going to get a headache. Oh yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. It does smell sweet, and this is mostly corn, so I'm gonna get it's gonna smell kind of corny. It's not funny. I'm gonna let this air out a little bit. Good grief. I did pour a lot in there, if you noticed. Again, 2 ounces is there. Most pours should be about there. A little less. Alright, it's mellowed out a little bit already. Yes, Sharpie. It's a Sharpie note. I don't know what that is. That's a very specific smell. And I know you can get, not inebriated, but it's there's a problem. Don't sniff markers, everyone. Don't do it. But it's there. Wow. The most prominent thing was a fake cough drop cherry thing and black marker, Sharpie marker smell. Ugh. Sugar Kitty, let's go get a barrel. Let's do it. Let's do a pick. I think that would be one of the most fun things to do, and I believe other channels have done it. One or two of them have, where you can invite your like top tier patrons to go with you and pick something. I think that would be the most fun, is because the people who help support you the most are also the people who help you pick what you want to share with others who are interested in your website / YouTube channel / whatever. That'd be awesome. I thought of apple, like green apple. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad, but that first initial smell was a surprise. Does it smell like MGP is the question. I have a feeling I'm used to smelling MGP rye. That's what I'm most accustomed to, and this is not a rye, this is mostly corn. True story, in elementary school, one time, they had good smelling markers with blueberry, lemon, strawberry, etc. After 20 minutes, and all the good smells could start to get a dizzy. Yeah. I remember that stuff. I don't remember why they did that. Like, here, huff some fumes, kid. Ugh. Why did I think of seaweed? That makes no sense at all. Maybe because it's salty? You got a salt note? I don't expect that out of this, but... Yeah, there you go, Sugar Kitty. That's an option. Again, not stuff I'm really worried about when my channel is under 1,000 subscribers, and I already have enough financial difficulties without the idea of thinking about doing a barrel pick. I don't know how much that costs, but I bet it's a lot. And we got the orange rind, orange zest there. It's still a very predominant... Is it ethanol? It's not that high proof. I mean, it's a 55% whiskey, but usually I do not get that kind of nose off even 60%. 60% I get a notable, oh gosh, that's high proof, but not like this. This is more, as I was saying, black marker type huff and fumes thing, where I'm smelling it, my nose is just going, stop doing that, you're not helping yourself at all. There's got to be a word for that, but I don't know what it is. And I also know that kind of fume coming off a marker has got to be called something, but again, I don't know what. I'm going to get stuck on that for the whole time. Anyway, let's drink it, shall we? And we'll see if anything happens after that. Shall we? No. That is pleasant. Nice little tongue tingles. Very sweet. Vanilla. I wonder if I'm getting... I'm stuck on the fact that it's corn, and I'm thinking about that specifically now. Those markers are often kinds of solvent to dissolve the ink. Dangerous to your liver. May smell something like acetone. That sounds pretty close. Old mimeograph copies. Mimeograph? Mimeograph? That sounds better. Nose hasn't changed much. I'm gonna hold this in my tongue now, as we do, with this live tasting. And the one thing you'll find out about live tastings is there's a reason I do editing, because it takes me a long time to do everything. Although, after doing my whiskey somm school and becoming an official somm, I do have a better idea of how to go through it quickly. Like, you don't see me doing this anymore. I'm just living in the glass as much. I've realized the easier thing to do for my nose and for me in general is to take a sniff, take it away, take a sniff, take it away. That way I don't overwhelm my nasal cavity and hurt myself. Super glue, yeah. I didn't get super glue first. I have a very distinct idea of what Elmer's glue smells like. I can just thinking about it, I know. But this is definitely a black marker, or I keep saying Sharpie, or marker. Something like that. It's dominant. That might be something I get from corn. Again, I don't have many corn whiskeys. I don't drink many light whiskeys. So it's all a mystery right now. Ooh, hi. That's got to be the barrel impact. It's very spicy if you hold it on the palate. It's attacking the center of my tongue. And that's all I can get is this very peppery note. Little tongue tingles like it's being stabbed with needles. Just a little. That's intense. As far as holding it on the tongue goes. Light whiskey, huh? I would not know. The initial sip was pretty simple. Also, this is the first pour out of the first open bottle thing, so keep in mind that, please, because it's a thing. What are the words I'm trying to use here? I mean, it's not a neck pour because it doesn't have a neck, but you know what I mean. People have opinions about the first pour out of the bottle, and I don't feel it's fair to judge a whiskey on that. But I do it all the time, so... The thing is, no one ever sees my second pour of the bottle later, because I'm just drinking it myself, usually. Pure alcohol and should be distilled out during the process. If not, it missed cutting off the distillate at the wrong time. Bad cut. Maybe. Again, it's a weird... It might just be a corn whiskey thing. It's been in a barrel for 15 years. 2 months. I'm sure that's done something to it. Especially with the spice. The spice notes have got to be barrel. And it seems a little... Hold on, let's see if we can get the texture here. It's got a very slight citrus note, so like an orange citrus. But I think it's really spicy. It's not rye, though. It's still very sweet. There's no rye notes, but because of that barrel impact, it's got to be the barrel impact. It is very spicy. So sweet and spicy. Oh, there's another one. Oh man, it's hilarious. There we go. Don't do it. Don't do it, spam bots. Not here. They're not looking. We're here chit-chatting about whiskey. It's like, what are you doing? But I guess that's every single live channel because of reasons. Alright, the nose hasn't changed that much. That marker smell is kind of faded, but still I feel like I'm going to get a headache just smelling this. I just thought of toothpaste. Peppermint. It's peppermint. Papa KillCo, hello. Welcome. We have whiskey. Light whiskey. Funny enough. In our glass this evening. Very spicy. Yeah, I don't think it can't be... Like, the wood impact feels like the highest thing on here. Like, that's the most dominant note as far as drinking this. It's still sweet. It's still a little vanilla. Still very faint note of orange zest or orange citrus. I'd say zest, honestly. Because there's a little bit of bitterness to it. I can't say it's that complicated, which is good. And I feel as if I've had this experience before with a different light whiskey, where there's only a couple of notes to it, and there's spice, and that's about it. Wow, they're rampant tonight, huh? Wow. There we go. Report. Make me work while I'm working. What the hell? I only wonder how all that works. Distilled mort can be higher proof, which is why it's called light whiskey. So the Sharpie stuff is not good. Well, it doesn't taste bad, but I'm definitely interpreting my initial pour, first pour of the bottle, having that Sharpie marker thing. And it's still there. Like, it's not going away, and it's not really... Other than knowing it's sweet. Knowing it's made of corn, which immediately, it's, you know, once I know what it's made of, I immediately think of certain things that happen with bourbons in particular. I know it's sweet because corn is sweet. Or because the corn they used is what brings out a certain sweetness in whiskeys, bourbon specifically. Maybe Sugar Kitty again. I'm just kind of surprised from a 55% being seeming so much higher proof because of the smell. Not past whiskey, hello. Yeah, they're out tonight, this evening, in mass. That was the third or fourth one. Oh. Oh. That was weird. Felt like that went through my nose as far as the it went from this direction. It didn't, but it felt like it did for a second. Orange is MGP trademark, huh? I'll try to keep that in mind. Because I believe I like MGP because Crowded Barrel stuff, you know, this one says it right on the bottle, but their Eleanor is usually from MGP, but I don't think the mash bill is the same. This is probably the first whiskey that I'm at the moment aware of that is 99% corn. I have had a sample of, what was it? Blue corn? I'm thinking of a Balcones one, Baby Blue. That's what it was. I didn't like that. And what was the other one? There was another mostly corn whiskey I had. Oh, the one in the yellow bottle. Damn it, what's it called? Son of a bitch. Alright, well, if you know what it is, and I have a feeling Sugar Kitty does, there is a corn whiskey that comes in a... what's the word I want to use here? Radiant yellow bottle. I can almost see Daniel or Rex from Whiskey Tribe saying the name. And once I see it, I'm going to feel like an idiot. Mellow corn. There we go. Yep, mellow corn. I knew the word corn was it, but I couldn't figure out the other word. So yes, mellow corn I've had a sample of. And I don't think I didn't like that, but I think it was a little lacking. Like there was something about it that was missing. And I have a feeling, for me, I have a feeling. I have a fondness of rye in bourbons. I mean, I like Wild Turkey, I like Four Roses, I like Maker's Mark, but that's mostly a wheater. I like Buffalo Trace, also a wheater. So I feel a high corn content, like a very high corn content, just doesn't do it for me. This one is no different. I don't dislike it, but I'm getting mostly spice from the barrel. And the nose is not something where I'm going, nose. It's more, you know, what is that? And why does it smell like a marker? Other than a few light notes of vanilla. Yeah, vanilla sweetness and a little bit of orange, as I said before. Thankfully, that marker note is fading, but it's taking its sweet time. That's 4! Man. It's amazing. I'm so popular with the ladies, apparently. Or at least you should want to be with these random internet ladies. We're all here to have a good time. What the fuck, this is bad. I know, I'm just so attractive to the bots. It's the mustache. They're coming in here and they're looking at me and they're going, man, this guy needs a partner. They need to be with someone. I'm going to spam their chat. Yeah. And the spice itself is also getting toned down a bit. I mean, I'm not going to complain if any kind of tatas are being shown in my direction. Maybe Dr. Press Whiskey, I don't know if you were here earlier, but we were talking about this specific MGP ingredient bottling, we'll call it. It says right on it, it's light whiskey, first of all. And then 99% corn and 1% malt barley, aged in used oak for 15 years and 2 months. So it's not exactly what I'm accustomed to. High corn, used barrels, 15 years. TJ from MA, hello, neighbor. Just got the Crowded Barrel TX Whiskey Festival blend number 4, young and spicy, like the pots. Yes, I like that. Do I have that one? I don't even know which ones I have anymore. I have at least 4 different kind of things. Naked HD Spice. Hey man, if you know what OnlyFans is, and a lot of people do. I have a feeling the pandemic in 2020 really brought out the accessibility to others with what they can do with their webcam. Thankfully, you can only see from the waist up here on my channel. I'll just leave that hanging there. What is this one? This is the Balcones one. Again, 1 of 270. I don't know if that means 1 of 270 bottles, as in it's just saying this is one of them. But this is the 3rd bottle I have that is 1 of a number. I have a feeling it's just saying the amount. You know, they have that many barrels. And this is one of them, but I don't know. Yeah. This one is pretty good, I think. So there's this one. Ow. There's the one I'm drinking now, which is the new one that I just opened. Again, very interesting, but weird. Yeah, not used to mostly corn and used barrels. You're thinking of this one, Dr. Press Whiskey. This is the Errant Barrel. Look at that. It's a great sticker. The one thing I'm going to tell Daniel next time I see him, it's like, please, for the Crowded Barrel releases, don't use brown color for the font. I can't read it. God damn it. Make it white. Ugh. And this font is too small because my eyes. Whiskey distilled from a malt mash, the Errant Barrel. Distilled in Scotland, aged in bottles by Crowded Barrel Whiskey Co. in Austin, Texas. Aged 5 months in new oak and aged 14 months in used oak at Crowded Barrel Whiskey Co. in Austin, Texas. Now there's a story behind the Errant Barrel, but I forget what it is. I know the errant, the word errant means something about the actual distillery, but I can't talk about it because rules. 109.3 proof. Good color. And then I have the real turntable one. This is your welcome gin. Look at that. Isn't that a great label? I forget what kind of style that's called, but I love that kind of style. Very, very... Hold on. I want to focus. Posh? Art Nouveau? Focus! You focused earlier, do it again. Why do you hate me? There we go. Lovely lady, a little bit of a butt crack there. We fixed it. This is gin. It's pretty funny. I'm gonna blame Irene Tan for my interest in gin. Only a mild interest, mind you. But I realized from trying a number of gins she's had. I don't know if she picked them herself or if she just tried them and liked them, but I was surprised. Yours is one of 736. I guess that's just what it is. I feel like some picks, they tell you the number, but the weirdness of me keeping getting to 1 and 1 and 1, it feels weird. Definitely a bottle number 1 of Irene's Fighting Irish. See, she does have the actual number. Like, I can pick mine up. Where is it? It's over there somewhere. It's in this vicinity. I don't know. But I know Irene's picks, at least, it tells you the bottle number as it is. So you can have bottle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of a certain number. And it'll say that. But in this case, I don't know. I don't know how they deal with it. There you go. Alphonse Mucha painting, yes. Whoa. I designed. I got certified design, believe it or not. I just don't like doing it because it requires me to think. But I do remember going over art styles, and that was one I liked. Similar to, you can't see it, but up here I have, what's his name? Van Gogh. Starry Night. It's right up there. If you've been here long enough and seen my channel long enough, you've seen that it's up there, right above this Texas bourbon thing. Because I like it. I have that. I have the Wave. I think it's called Day in the Park. I don't remember who the artists are because my brain doesn't work like that. But I have a bunch of different artistic-y things. I'm so cultured and refined. Oh, look at me. The mustache. I did get bottle number 7, Zenbu. That's right. That's right. A good bottle to have. Remember, folks, 7 is a good number because I said so. And I should know. I was born on July 7th. Hey. What would 777 be in time? It would be 7... There is no 77 for time, but... I'm trying to think. No, it doesn't work. 7 hours and 77 minutes doesn't exist. Unless it would be 8 something. I'm not making any sense anymore. Which is fine. Okay. Ooh. Got a little brownie note. I think this is something that takes a little while. I mean, just from what we've been going over. By the way, 6 minutes until Whiskey Mountains go live, so make sure you say hi. But I think this needs to open up. I don't know why it does. It's definitely not the proof, but there's something about it that's a little weird at the start. I'm looking forward to going through this bottle because I hope it not improves, but what's the word? Like a fine wine, it has to breathe. That kind of thing. I think it just needs to get a little air in it. Again, it was the first pour. That marker note's almost completely gone. It's oddly enough, it's making me think of crayons now. So it's changed from marker to crayon. Specifically red crayons. That's odd. I don't know why that is. That's weird. There you go. 8 minutes, 17 seconds. Doesn't make sense anymore, but it's fine. Pointillism. Yeah. Sure, you're right. That's the one I'm thinking of. The Day in the Park. I've actually seen that painting in person when I was in Illinois. It is very large. You would think a painting, you know, you think about this big. No, freaking huge. So I don't know how they did that. Like, if it's just dots on that big a canvas, holy moly. Ugh. All right, folks, we have 4 minutes left, if not less. Things are toning down. Keith, Fighting Irish is a Irish whiskey. Fighting 69th, sorry. Fighting 69th is a Irish whiskey, and she did a pick of it. And the Fighting 69th is a regiment, if I remember correctly. And it was her own barrel. Yes. Ooh. If you're in Massachusetts, you could get to Irene Tan's place. And I have done a couple of KillCo Whiskey Musings meetups there. I usually have to tell patrons first, so if you want to join Patreon, you will be in for the next meetup, whenever that happens to be. I'm also going to maybe do a meetup, not at Irene's, sometime this month. Depends. There are a lot of moving parts, so I'm not going to say anything other than I hope to do one. I might not at all. But, Keith, you should look up Working Man Distilleries. That's in your vicinity somewhere. It's in Massachusetts, I'll say that. Impressionism, yes. Good old Impressionism. I have a varied style of arts that I like, believe it or not. I can't tell you exactly what they are, like who painted it or who drew the thing or whatever, but I am very pleased to go to an art museum and just look, and there's often stuff I like. Believe it or not, it's mostly when people are naked. That shouldn't surprise anyone. But you don't see paintings like that anymore. People aren't, lounging on chairs eating grapes in the nude these days. But apparently they were once upon a time, so that's fun for them. Should go back to doing that, I guess. With all that, since we've been talking about nudity, I'm sure another bot's going to show up in any second. Nope? Okay. I'm waiting for it. No? Okay. I'm going to check the clock because I want to try to tap out as soon as possible for Whiskey Mountains to go live without getting in the way. So open the tab. Sugar Kitty, if you have the link, I could try to scroll back, but please check out Whiskey Mountains if you haven't done that already. Where is it? Tell her KillCo sent you. She won't care, but thought that counts. Copy. Scroll down. Paste before Sugar Kitty does. Huh. There you go. That's right. Zenbu knows. And again, thankfully I have no problem with nudity. At all. A lot of other people do. I still don't really know why. Check out Whiskey Mountains. She's going live next. I'm going to finish the rest of this whiskey. The whiskey I have. It's good. It's enjoyable. It's a bit odd. I can still get that weird note. But I'm hoping it'll fizzle out. Open up a little bit over time. And if you're a patron, you might hear me talk more about it on a lens, because alcohol. But I'm going to enjoy this. I'm glad I got it. I'm always glad I get Crowded Barrel stuff, believe it or not. Museum curator. Holy smokes. I know fancy people. I actually seen the video from the Whiskey Tribe and Irene's last year. Didn't realize that it was her. And you mentioned it. Yep. I've done actual tasting stuff. Not tasting stuff for her, but she's done a charity tasting I got to be a part of. Since I am now Whiskey Sommelier, I can officially pour for people and say, hey, I'm fancy. With a big chain on. All right. Go say it at Whiskey Mountains. We're all done here. Hopefully I'll go live again soon. Keep an eye out. Make sure you hit that bell. Not because just like hit the bell, but because my videos and streams are extremely erratic. Greg and I might be going live at some point. We're playing a different game now. And again, that's usually on his schedule, not mine. So, with all that, let's get ourselves situated here. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Boop. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Woo! That's good stuff. Doctor's great.